afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lauren Grace, and welcome back to today's news in 5. Today's headlines. There is no crisis in Zimbabwe, says government. Biti and trio further remanded in custody for criminal nuisance case. Journalists petition SADC, AU and UN over Mnangagwa abuse. Security guards vanish with $306,000 and your national COVID update. Government has dismissed claims that there is a crisis in the country requiring external intervention after South African President Cyril Ramaphosa sent special envoys to investigate alleged human rights violations, which included rampant state-sponsored adoption. Biti and trio further remanded in custody for criminal nuisance case. MDC Alliance leaders appeared at the Harare Magistrate Court at Rotten Road today, facing charges of criminal nuisance. The case was postponed for the third time to the 24th of August 2020. Let's hear from one of the arrested party members, Lovemore Chinoputsa, who was at the court today on a routine remand.
Well, today the court just remanded us again to the 28th of August 2020. And this is the third remand that we've got. Remember when we first arrested, we then given a remand date to 24 July, and then we came again to court, and then the court again on the 24th of July remanded us to today, the 14th of August 2020. So the court has said it's already prepared to give a position with regards to how they are going to proceed with this case. But this is a very petty case of criminal nuisance where we were accused of having demonstrated and sung at the Harvest House. Yet we had gone there to just verify and check what was happening with regards to the building. So here we are. We have been remanded again to the 28th of August.
Journalists petition SADC, AU and UN over Mnangagwa abuses. 11 unions and advocate groups representing Zimbabwean journalists have petitioned President Emmerson Mnangagwa, SADC and the African Union and United Nations, demanding an end to increased cases of arrests, violation and harassment of journalists.
Dr. Stegomena Lawrence Tax, the African Union Chairperson, His Excellency Cyril Ramaphosa, the African Commission on Human and People's Rights, ACHPR, Special Rapporteur on Access to Information and Freedom of Expression, Commissioner Lawrence Mute, the United Nations Resident Coordinator Maria Doval Ribeiro, the UNESCO Regional Office for Southern Africa, Head Professor Hubert Gijzen, the United Nations Secretary General. We, the undersigned journalists, media practitioners, editors, online content creators, media associations, freedom of expression advocates and broader Zimbabwean media stakeholders, affirming our constitutionally guaranteed right to practice journalism, which include but not limited to rights to freedom of expression, access to information, protection of journalistic sources, and media freedom as obtained in Section 61 and 62 of the country's constitution, cognizant that the practice of journalism and provision of news media services are recognized as essential services in terms of the regulations governing the national lockdown enforced to mitigate against the COVID-19 global pandemic as defined by Statutory Instrument 83 of 2020, Section 2J, noting the High Court ruling ordering the Zimbabwe Republic Police not to interfere with the work and operations of journalists, concerned at the increased cases of arrests, violations and harassment of journalists while carrying out their constitutionally protected duties, appalled by some provisions within the Cyber Security and Data Protection Bill and proposed regulations that adversely impact on journalistic and citizens' rights to privacy, freedom of expression and media freedom, in solidarity with all journalists that are currently incarcerated and those that are facing a myriad of charges for practicing their profession and bringing to light malpractices, including corruption within the Zimbabwean society, recognizing the sustainability challenges that the media is encountering as a result of the streamlined operations owing to the COVID-19 pandemic.
Security guards vanished with $306,000. A driver and an armed guard delivering cash to Mukuru Money Transfer Agency in Gokwe area allegedly snatched $306,000 in cash on Wednesday and are now on the run from police. National Police spokesperson Assistant Commissioner Paul Nyati said the two, Despro Kudzangura, 23, and Leon Kawoka, 35, both from Gokwe town, dumped the special van belonging to their employer, Safeguard Security, their firearms and uniforms near Gokwe Hotel before they vanished. National COVID-19 update. Zimbabwe is among 7 African countries that will start administering coronavirus antibody tests from next week as part of efforts to understand the extent of the outbreak on the continent. Currently, we have 4,990 cases, 128 deaths, and 1,927 recoveries. For more information and more stories, please check out our website at www.techmag.tv. Subscribe to our YouTube at TechMag TV and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at TechMag TV. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you again.